Everyone, this is Brooks for you, and today we have one of these very first buying weird Nerf, in quotation marks, products off of Amazon. And I really love this box, first off. So it says it's just called Shell Throwing Model Gun, and it says it on the sides. Of course, on the back here, we have our, warnings, manufacturer, all that kind of stuff. Now, on the bottom, this is called a science and education mode. I guess it can be educational. I don't really know if this is scientific, but opening this right up, we have the actual shells you have to load in, which are on sprues. So I'm going to have to take one of these clippers to get off those sprues. Then we have I guess I would call these darts, just because that's effectively what they are. Of course, we could take a look at the size versus normal elites, because these are tiny. These are even tiny compared to half lengths. See if the diameter is about the same, because you might be able to cut down and give it more ammo. But a couple of those, and we have our magazine. There's 2 magazines included, but I think the other is actually in the blaster itself. Now, here we have the blaster itself, and I think this is supposed to be like a 1911. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure this out. Yes, I think this is just mag release. Okay. I was really hoping that was a safety, because that would have made more sense for the quote-unquote education that it's advertising on the front of it. Now, this is blaster in my favorite color scheme for blasters. This is the one I've been using recently, which is the Lonka. You can see the difference in actually, I need to angle my camera up a bit, but you can see the difference in overall profile. The Lonka's a lot bigger, as it takes full worker talons. Of course, this uses its proprietary. I don't know, proprietary. This actually might be used by other things this company produces. But we have the slide. Oh God, that is actually big, I guess, because it's doing 2 things. I should have just thrown a shell in. Now I'm going to quickly take one of these just so you can see the ejection. So let's just... Okay. That is cool. That is unreasonably cool. Unfortunately, I just lost the shell somewhere in my Lego park project I made a while back. Excuse the noise outside. There's some construction work going on, and it's really rainy, so I cannot go outside to do this, but we're going to be doing testing on this from a couple different distances, 5 feet, 10 feet, and then about 15 feet, 15, 20 feet, give or take. So first off, here's blaster. Now, I could actually get 9 rounds into each magazine instead of the advertised 7. So let's just go ahead and... the magazine's in the blaster, okay. Okay, now it's... Ooh. Okay, it jammed for a second. As you can see, there's, obviously I don't have a chronograph, so I cannot test this exactly. But it's actually, seems to be going so slow that it doesn't actually, either so slow or also because it's so small that it won't actually move the target. So yes, that is first 5 rounds from 5 feet, moving back 10 feet. I can already see it's no longer going where I want it to go, just from 10 feet. Okay, there I just ejected a round and the dart just came out with the round. So like the next dart that should have chambered, but we'll now be trying from 15. I do not know how well this will go from this distance. Yeah, I'm already seeing dart drop. I mean, I guess that one actually did seem to hit the target. Hit the target. Missed. Now we're going to move back even further. Yeah, I'm seeing considerable dart drop. Even though I guess if I point it up at the actual door, it's doing well still. And I am out of rounds. Now, something that I immediately noticed was there's a lot of jams. If you aren't perfect at bringing that back, it will pretty much instantly jam. But elite darts at this point, everyone has so many of them. I mean, I have a couple thousand. So let's cut one down. Let's just see what it does. It does not chamber. It will not chamber. I think that was as to be expected, but yeah. Unfortunate, but it would have been cool if you could somehow chamber elite darts. Let's try one more thing, and that is cramming an elite dart into here. Yeah, that will not work. Unfortunate. Let's get to the conclusion. So for final thoughts, I have put probably 200 rounds through this thing. Even more if we're just counting just shell ejecting, because I've had so much fun doing that. I've probably shell ejected probably 600 of those at this point. However, my gripes with this is not actually about the blaster. I think the blaster is really fun to use. It's the dart size. That is the dart compared to a half-length dart. And of course, that is it compared to a full length. It is incredibly small. I do not see how it would be easy to retrieve outdoors. Now, again, indoors, I think this would be really fun. Even though, of course, it would still get, lost in, like couch cushions or something, maybe even on a shelf. But, it should be at least easier to get the darts back. However, outside, I do not see it working in any way. Long term, I mean, obviously once you fire the first amount of darts, but the only problem is that I haven't found other blasters to take this dart. Now, obviously, other color variations of the same model take the same dart, but for instance, like the Glock and stuff that is on Amazon, I'm not sure if they're from the same company or anything, but very similar style blaster uses completely different ammo type, which is unfortunate because that means there's no cross compatibility. Now, obviously, again, these are random blasters made by random people. I don't expect compatibility, but that is a problem to be aware of. Now, I will say it was really nice that they included this just for that added orange tip. But yeah, I think, again, the blaster is really fun. The ammo type is what holds it back, and I think that's really unfortunate. I definitely think it'll be fun for casual games, impossible to use for competitive games, and again, outdoors, it's pretty much impossible. And again, the dart is so small that, at point blank, I can feel it. But after about, even 2 feet when I'm wearing my fleece, which I typically wear while playing, I could not feel that. If anyone has any kind of gear on, they'll probably not be able to feel that, which means they probably will not be able to call their hits. So it is unfortunate here, but yeah. What do you think about this? Should I review other weird random blasters I found on Amazon? Tell me all your thoughts and more in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.